Hi everyone, Jackie and Elsa here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Today I thought I would go ahead and do a 4-month postpartum checkup with you guys, let you know how everyone's doing. I'm actually going to do it a little different than last time. I'm not just going to talk about me and Elsa here, but I'm just going to go ahead and mention a couple other things, health things that are pretty much like everybody's personal well-being, I guess, and see how we're doing. I don't know if you can tell, you might be able to hear it in my voice. It sounds like I have a frog in my throat. I'm sick and Arcadia is sick. You can hear her coughing, poor thing, in the background. Last week we didn't post any videos. We actually had quite a bit going on with the new year getting started. Elsa had her 4-month doctor appointment. Arcadia had a dentist appointment. And Ricky and I actually started a 30-day fitness challenge at a gym that my friends are going to. Just trying to figure out the schedule, how to fit that in to the schedule. And then again, Arcadia and I have been sick for about 4 days now. Okay, so update on the babies. We went to the doctor's and she is almost 15 pounds. I think it was 14 pounds, 13 ounces. The doctor basically just said, you could tell she's not missing a meal. So she's right up there. I think they said she was in the 60% for weight and 50% for height. So she's doing good. As you know, Ricky and I are not very tall people, so we don't expect our kids to be very big. They said go ahead and start her on the rice cereal, so we did that. And they said that she's looking good. They said the only concern that they're having, you guys can probably notice, is her head is pretty flat. So they do want to send us to a specialist just to have them go ahead and look at it. Because they said this is about the age that if they do feel they need to correct it, they can go ahead and correct it with a helmet. They're not too worried about it, but they said they might as well have the specialist check it out just to make sure. She is doing plenty of tummy time. We got her rolling over and she's almost sitting up by herself. She can forward just fine, but then she likes to just throw herself backwards, like out of the blue, so you have to kind of just be sitting. See, she likes to push herself backwards, so you have to be sitting there for her. So otherwise, Elsa's doing good. She is wearing 6-month size. We went ahead and got her 6 months and 9 months, so she's got plenty of clothes for that, so she's good to go. Oh yeah, she wanted me to tell you that Elsa got shots. Yeah, so Elsa got her vaccine. Yeah, let's talk about Arcadia. So Arcadia had her dentist appointment. Arcadia didn't do as good at the dentist as she did the first time that we went. She was fighting a little bit, trying to pry the doctor's hands out of her mouth. But she did good as far as no cavities, so we're proud of her for that. Other than her and I being sick, you're doing pretty good, yeah? And then for me, I know when I did our update last time, I showed you a postpartum picture. I'm not going to show you a postpartum picture with this video because at the end of this month, I will give you an update, not a whole family update, but just mine and Ricky's update of how we did with the challenge. All right, so I do have video from the challenge day. So what it is, the first day that you go to the challenge, you have to see how many push-ups you can do in 2 minutes, how many sit-ups you can do in 2 minutes, and then how fast you run a mile. And then they weigh you, and their scale actually calculates your body fat percentage, your muscle percentage, your visceral fat, like all of these things. It's pretty cool. My weight, so I'm very petite. I'm only 4'11". I'm 99 pounds, and I know some of you are going to think, oh my god, that's so small. But believe it or not, I was only 85 pounds when I got pregnant with both of my daughters. And I only gained 25 pounds during the pregnancy because that's all I was really, my doctor said that's all I needed to gain. So I was, at 112. So I'm down from 112 to 99, which is good. And I actually want to stay around 98. I think has always been a good weight for me. I like the way I look at that. I just want to tone up and convert some of my fat into muscle. And so that leaves me, my fat percent is 29.3% and my muscle's only 66.8. So at the end of the month, go ahead and do an update. I'll let you know what my weight is and what my fat percent is and what my muscle percent is. So we're hoping that fat goes down and muscle goes up, and really my weight, I'm fine if it stays where it's at. And then they measure like your hips and your chest and your arms and all that. I ran the mile in, took me about 13 minutes to run the mile. So my goal would be if I can get it down to 9 minutes. I think that's a reasonable goal for myself. Ricky is at 128 is how much he weighs, and his fat percent's only 19, that's really good, and his muscle is actually 98.8, so he doesn't really have a whole lot of work to do. And he ran his mile in 7 minutes and 55 seconds. He was the third one to finish. So I think he has a good chance of winning because he'll shed some of that stuff off. So the way it works, first, second, and third place in 3 categories. So it's the most weight lost, the most body fat lost, and then the most improved from, you know, your sit-ups and push-ups and your miles. So we'll see. And basically what you win is free membership for a certain amount of months. So if you're first place, you get 3 months free, second 2 months, and then third 1 month. So we're actually hoping that it'd be nice if we could win. Otherwise, we really can't afford to go to the gym. You have to attend minimum of 3 classes a week for the month in order to qualify to win one of the prizes. So Ricky and I committed to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's really cool. Their classes are, it's not like your typical gym where you pay a membership and you just have all these machines and you don't even know what you're doing. It's a class, so you go, and they have a lot of it's your own body weight or free weight type things. They use like the boxes, kind of like CrossFit, if you've seen some of the people with CrossFit. So it's similar to CrossFit. So they alternate, so you do Mondays is upper body, Tuesdays lower body, Wednesdays cardio or full body workout, and then they rotate through them again, and then they're closed on Sundays. So again, like I said, I kind of had to adjust our schedule a little bit. I had to schedule out almost 2 hours. Even though the class is only an hour, I have to schedule out time to get the girls ready because we drop them off at my friend's house, we go to the gym, we have to pick them back up. So I mean, it is kind of a thing, but if it's something that you're committed to doing and you really want to do it, then you find a way to make it work. So we're basically doing 3 days at the gym, and then Thursday and Friday we're doing it just at the house. We're just, whatever we can remember from the class, we're just doing it in the living room, like a 35-minute workout. And then Saturday we're not working out. And then Sunday, I'm still going hiking or to the track with my friend Heather. So we're really taking advantage of our month that we get for free. So that's what we're doing fitness-wise. We have changed our diet based on that. We are focusing on eating 6 times a day, and we're focusing on having protein, carb, and good fats in every single one of those meals. So I'll share a little more of that when we do our meal planning. Because we're trying to keep it really simple to start with so that it's easy for us to do. Last time I spoke to you guys, I told you that I was going in for another procedure under anesthesia to have a scope put up into my bladder because I was still having a lot of pelvic pain after having the baby and the kidney stones. And it turns out I actually have a condition, they abbreviate it IC, which is, I can't remember what it, like how to pronounce it or what it is, so I'll just put the words right here somewhere. But basically what it means is that your bladder's inflamed, and that when you eat foods that have high acidity, high acid in it, that they're it's kind of like putting salt in an open wound, it's just burning. So I have to avoid foods in high acid. There is a prescription that I could be put on. One of the side effects, however, is you can lose your hair, and I'm already kind of, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm already thinning out really bad. And this happened after I had Arcadia. Was after I had the baby, for some reason my hair just starts, like, it just thins out really bad, and then eventually it will work itself out again. But I am taking a daily vitamin, and it seems to be helping a little bit. So we'll keep an update on that, but I am not taking the medication prescribed by the doctor. For one, like I said, side effects is your hair falling out, and my cousin has been dealing with this for 20 years, and she said that it will make your hair fall out. So, you know, I don't want to deal with that, and my insurance won't even my insurance doesn't even cover it anyways. So we're kind of in that situation there. But otherwise, I feel good because I noticed a big change when I basically am only drinking water and a non-caffeinated tea, and it's one of those sleepy time teas, and it's supposed to be for the respiratory because I've been sick. And actually, since I've been drinking that and cutting out some of the high acidity foods that I've been eating, I've been fine. So I think with working out, it's kind of forcing me to change my diet for the better anyways. So it's, you know, it's kind of a win-win. So I think, you know, all in all, we're on the right track health-wise. So that's kind of our update, health update for everybody here in the family. And we'll see you, you know, next week. I'm going to actually kind of go over some of my personal growth and maybe my goals that I have. Because if you watched on the first of the year, I did 6 steps to jumpstart your aspirations, which was basically all about goal setting. So I went through and I did myself. So next week I'll go ahead and go over with you what my 3-month goals were, what my yearly goals were, my 5-year goals, and we'll kind of see what plan I put, what action steps I put into play for those. But thanks for bearing with us today, all of our sicknesses and the chaos going on here. And I will see you tomorrow. And then we started her. They went ahead and said, go ahead and start her. They went and said, wow. Let's take a breather.